Journey Experts is an Hello, Journey Experts. It's another Brand Spotlight Tuesday. Okay, I'm excited. It's the first session that we're having this year. And you know what we do at these sessions? We shine the spotlight on brands that are doing something useful for travel advisors, travel agents, and tour operators. Right, so a funny backstory. I had met the founder of OverseasInfo for the explosion of the airlines that we have on Airbnb, GYG, and Expedia. And I see all your mails. And really, I'd agree that there's no better time to have this conversation than now. So everyone, Martin Mohammed is the founder of Overseas Info, and they're the number one travel review site. They help increase bookings and multiply the impact of your brand story. Hi, Martin. Thank you for joining me today.
I can't hear you.
Thank you for joining me today. Hi, Martin. I hope you can hear me, too.
Sort of, not very well, to be honest with you. I really do.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hi, Martin.
I can hear you now. I can keep coming and going on, mate. I don't know if it's the internet or what it is.
Okay, so Martin, it's good to have you in today. Oh, my apologies. I apologize about the network. It's good to have you today on this session. Could you please tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm living in Turkey. I retired here about 20 years ago, having spent about 25 years traveling the UK, Europe, and the Far East in my business. And I'm now living in a holiday resort place in Antalya, or near Antalya, on the south coast of Turkey. That's the short story about me. I started Overseas Info originally in 2008. It was an idea that I had from my own personal travels, both business and pleasure, and also a way to try and promote the area I was living in, or I'm living in. We trialed it in 2008. We built the first site, and in 2012 realised we couldn't really take it forward in its current state, and we didn't have the money to be able to invest in it to be able to take it to the next level. In 2018, through a chance meeting with somebody, we built the current site, and for the last 6 years, we've been promoting OverseasInfo.tv as the first video review site for travel that ultimately is there to promote bookings directly with the providers, eliminating the need for commissions or the cost of commissions, and working with the OTAs. One of the big features with OverseasInfo.tv is that it allows people to use video both for advertising and also for your guests to upload their own videos as reviews from their time with you. And that's really what Overseas Info is about. Are you there, Esther? Esther?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So what's really come to light over the last few years, especially, is video's been around with the internet for probably since 2005, 2006, and that was what prompted me to try and integrate video into a travel website. It never really took off. It's never really gone anywhere until over the last few years when we relaunched it. Video was becoming more and more popular, certainly through Facebook and social media, then onto Instagram, and now latterly with TikTok. The explosion with TikTok over the last 3-4 years has just been phenomenal. I think it was started in 2015 or 2016, primarily in China, but now it's gone totally global. And the kids certainly have latched onto it. And in all likelihood, the millennials are latching on to it, and even the baby boomers, which I'm, part of that generation. Um, and people are now literally, they want video. Um, I mean, if we go through just to give you some facts and figures, um, why video matters now more than ever. 82% of global internet traffic is now video. And that's a huge, huge, huge amount. So
Mm.
18% is basically it's just written stuff, and people
True.
are shying away from it. From a traveler's point of view, they're increasingly relying on video to explore destinations before booking, because visual storytelling outperforms static images or text in any engagement. I mean, if you think back, over the years ago, people used to go through the holiday travel brochures, or they would pick up leaflets. This now is not what people want. They're now doing everything from their phones, from their computers, but it's video that is actually encouraging them to do something. Um,
Mm.
Travel in terms of TikTok has just exploded. They still haven't found a way yet
Right.
to commercialize it. So people are having, they're maybe finding something on TikTok, and unfortunately with TikTok, it's a 10, 15, 20-second video, and you think, oh, I want that, but
Mm.
how do I find it? And then you forget about it. Um, Instagram's slightly different. There's still, people are able to put up some information on their posts about it. Facebook's the same as well, um, but it's becoming very, very much the key area for promoting for travel. Um,
Mm.
Travelers' behaviour is changing dramatically. 66% of travellers now watch videos when planning a trip. Now, obviously, I haven't mentioned it, but YouTube is also a very important part of that as well.
Mm.
But people plough through searches and do YouTube searches just to see what's going on. 80% of people now say that videos influence their destination or their accommodation choice. But yet, if you look at what the industry is doing, and I'm not talking about private people, I'm talking what the industry is doing, the industry is still not waking up to this. It's still photographs, and can be beautiful photographs, but there's very little video, which is actually on any website. The other thing is people trust video much more. Uh,
Mhm.
if you're looking at somewhere, okay, it's very nice to look at the video of what a tour is operating or what a hotel is operating. But if there's user generated content, which is from the public, this in itself this
Right.
is far better than any written reviews. I mean, I think most tour guides, tour operators, give me a good review on TripAdvisor or wherever else it happens to be. And yes, they might do, but the TripAdvisor reviews, firstly, yeah, honest people will give honest reviews, but other people are actually they're inflating the reviews by getting friends and family, to put up on it. If you've got video, there's much more honesty attached to it because people are not expecting somebody to doctor videos. It's not so easy. It's not impossible, but it's not so easy, and it would take a lot of time. So really, videos has now become so important, for the tourism industry. Uh, we all look at our Instagram or Facebook or TikTok if you're doing it. We see things. It may flash up. It may disappear. And we're left wondering, what was it that I saw? I mean, I watch, regularly watch Instagram and TikTok. Oh yeah, that looks good, and I flicked on, flicked on, flicked on, and then late in the evening or in the day, I think, oh, what was that place that I wanted to see? Oh yeah, I liked it, and you never ever find it again. It's lost, totally lost. Um, But the benefits of video for tours and tour operators, it builds trust. Trust is very, very important in this day and age. People are very much doubting everything that's been people are trying to sell to them. Um, but if you've got real visuals, and particularly with video, there's fewer surprises, and then obviously happier guests. Uh, It also showcases what people can expect from what they're doing. So if you've got a tour that's, I don't know, I did a trip to Pompeii a couple of years ago, Uh, it was done in this, hopefully it'll be okay. But if you've got some of the features which are showcased on it in video format, you're kind of embracing people's emotions. I really want to see that in real life. Photographs, again, one thing, video, something else. Now, I've got a couple of videos I want to share with you, or a couple of things I want to share with
Okay.
you, just to give you an indication if this is going to work properly for me. Hold on. Oh, for goodness sake. Oy, oy, oy. Don't know how to do this. Forgive me. Present. Stop screen. Okay, go on. Hold on. Bear with me just a second, people. Sorry. Yeah, okay. There we go. Can you see a load of pictures?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay. This was actually one of our advertisers. I mean, they do it with, they're with TripAdvisor as one of their sales outlets for them. TripAdvisor apparently came on one of the tours and did some photographs. And the photographs are really quite beautiful. There's no question about it. It's a professional photographer. So it gives them an idea of people of what they can see, what they can do, of other people enjoying themselves. However, um, this is the same person, same company with video. So there's a bit more activity going on. There's a bit more life going on as opposed to just some bog standard photographs. Share another one with you. By the way, these people were actually swimming in the water in Wales in March, which I think is quite something because it must have been freezing
Mm.
cold.
Yeah.
But this is just to give an idea of what is possible. It doesn't have to be professional. These were snapshot videos, taken by somebody, to upload onto the platform. Um, you know, 5, 10, 20 seconds. It doesn't have to be a lot, and it doesn't have to be professional. It just gives some background. Uh, Again, I'll give you another example of
Mm.
something that I did fairly recently. I was in northern Cyprus and was on a golf course, and just to give an idea of the views of it, what's there, the view out to the sea, through along the golf course. Doesn't have to be long, just a quick snapshot. But photographs certainly are there as well. But I think the photos, yeah, they're nice, but they're not. It doesn't bring life. That's my opinion anyway, and that's the view of people nowadays. With what they're looking for. So the benefits of video for tours and operators, more than anything, it now drives bookings by 4. So people are 4 times more likely to book after having watched the video. The bounce rate from a website is much reduced. They'll stay a bit longer when they see a video is present, possibly nosiness if nothing else, just even for the first 2, 3, 4 seconds. And one of the other most important things is videos improve SEO. So if you're looking to be found through Google searches, if you've got video, or if there's video attached to what you're doing, it's much easier to be found through a search engine, for search engine optimization.
Mm.
The types of videos that work, and what makes it work. It's points of interest, real people commenting, whether it's you, the tour guide, whether it's your guests. Get them engaged with what it is that they're doing, and get real people's experiences. I would imagine when you're doing a tour, most people are probably videoing something. They're certainly photographing, but I would imagine nowadays most people are taking video. Get them to do some videos, get them to share it onto your page, because that is what will actually sell it for you. Guest testimonials, that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Authentic voices build credibility. And if it's guest videos, even better. Um, if there's other things that are in the area, show what's there as well. People are not just coming probably for your tour. They want to see what else there is in the area. It's nothing bad. You're not selling it. You're just showing. This is what's possible in the area, but we've obviously got our own tour. Uh, Behind the scenes, not a bad thing as well. If you're preparing for a day, for example, I'll use an example. If you're doing balloon flights, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. People getting the balloons ready. The gas has to be filled, topped up. The truck has to be available to take the balloons to where the launch site is. If you've got any staff or personnel, for example, who are characters, and some of you will do, with the very animated, make them a highlight of videos that you've got. Uh, so you've got also short-term content. I mean, I'm talking about videos don't have to be lengthy things. People's attention span is fairly short, so mix them between
Right.
short-form videos and long-form
Mm,
videos. You can then use some of your short-form content in Instagram
mm.
Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, but these are other areas which you can actually work with. So, where to share your video content? This is very important. It's all very well having it. YouTube, I've mentioned it. It's the biggest video channel in the world at the moment. It's still the biggest, even with all the growth of social media. It's worth creating your own channel, with YouTube, and you can easily upload to it. Uh, Instagram and TikTok, many of you are probably working with, and will include Facebook and any of the other social media as well. Uh, Probably most of you are doing something, I would imagine, on social media. Uh, the chances are you're probably having to pay big money for it, especially if you want consistent, traffic and trying to encourage people. Your own website is also very important if you can do it. A lot of people will have their own websites, but the website may not be configured for actually hosting video. But in the longer term, consider, if you are going to upgrade your website, consider having a landing page, to be able to embed videos into it as well. Email campaigns, if you're sending out to people, yeah, add it in as a click through, but again, you've got to have it somewhere, which is either on YouTube or somewhere else. Uh, and social ads, which is a higher return of investment for paid campaigns. But again, I mentioned too, paid campaigns can be quite expensive. And then there's the final one, which is us, which is OverseasInfo.tv, where in terms of our current state, although we started in 2008, we've really relaunched and have been at this seriously for the last 6 years, so we're still quite new at it. Many people probably won't have heard of us, but we're growing considerably. Uh, we're quite proud of the fact that we won the award as Tourist Information Platform of the Year for 2024 and 2025. Um, and we're getting recognition. Uh, I'd like to share with you, if I can, our own promo video just to give you an idea of what it is we're doing. Hold on a wee second. I need to do this again. Friendly waterfalls. I've lost it. Sorry. Let's just do it the other way. Season.tv. It's probably the quickest way to do this. The sound's not working. I'll talk you through it afterwards anyway, but just to give you an idea of some of what we're doing.
Okay. Thank you so much. I mean, personally, I love that. Till we have it working, I'd love to share something about your presentation where I think it's really key that with overseas info, tourists and travel operators and tour operators will now be able to find the balance between converting that traffic that they're getting into conversion, because that's one of the problems that certain people in our community have, which is, you go viral, people are clicking your post, but there's no booking, they don't even know how to convert that traffic into a paid booking. So I think it's great what you've built with Overseas Info. And I have a couple of questions here. So will you be okay to
Uh-huh.
go on with the questions now?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, so I'll just take a look at our chat room. The first question here is: are there few free trials for me to see how Overseas Info works?
Oh,
Can you
I've
hear me?
lost you again, Esther. I've lost you.
Okay, so can you hear me now? Do you hear me now?
Now, yes, now, yes.
Okay.
Now,
So somebody
uh,
asked the question in the chat community for this event. They're
yeah.
asking if there's free trials for them to see how Overseas Info works.
Yeah, people can upload for free. Anybody can upload onto the platform for free at any time. The only thing they can't do is they can't make mention of their contact details or their website, either directly or indirectly, because uh, we use that's how we have to make money somewhere and somehow along, somewhere along the line. Um,
Hmm.
for content which has got, let me show you. Uh, Sorry, goodness sake. I'm not very, as I said to you, I'm not very good at this. Uh, are you seeing my screen still?
Yes, I see your PowerPoint screen.
Right, okay. Not the PowerPoint, you should be seeing the website. Are you seeing the website or not?
No, no, I don't see that.
Hmm?
No, I don't see the website screen yet.
Oh, I'm losing the plot here altogether. StreamYard. I've lost StreamYard now.
Yeah.
Are you not seeing this the website?
No, I don't see the website, but if you want, I could load it up on my end and share.
Uh-huh. Hold on. How do I get rid of the PowerPoint? Let's close PowerPoint down. Have you got it now or not?
No, not yet. You would see like the share screen, then you just go to your website screen and share. That's it.
Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Just a second. I'll stop sharing. Let's try and present. Share screen.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. I think I've done it now. Right. Are you seeing it now? My website.
Yes, I see it now. Yes, I see it now.
Right. Okay. Right. If I just do a quick search here to make it quick and easy for everybody. Sponsor A to Z. There we go. Okay. Let's do it. Right. Okay. The Barbican Conservatory is a quick, easy one. Okay. Everything that's uploaded by the
Okay.
Barbican Conservatory, this is theirs, will have the visit website. I comment there on the videos, the photos, and if they had put anything in the comment side, there would be something there as well. So if we go to the video side, this is how we make money, is having visit website. Then people click on the visit website and it will take them straight to the Barbican
Mm,
website. You understand? So this is quick and easy for people to be able to go from what's interested them
mm,
to the website to make their own bookings and to do their own thing with it. Uh,
mm,
However, if you've got
mm.
just a regular search season for just a quick search again, newest, oldest. Right. Well, let's put it up right. Okay, so this is Mount Rainier National Park put up the other day. Uh, there's absolutely the only thing that's there. Sophia has put up a video. Sophia's put up some photos. Doesn't cost her anything whatsoever to do that. But there's nothing to drive
Right.
anybody to her website. But she can still advertise or still promote the area. So if you're
Mm,
looking at it, for example, you've got photos. Yeah, I quite
mm,
fancy going to Mount Rainier National Park. Yes, there's the photos, there's the videos. Anybody can put as many videos as they want up. They can put as many photos as they want up. Um, but they're then going to have to do a Google search to find out how to get to or how to get into the national park. So, in answer to the question which has been asked,
mm,
yes, you can have a free trial. Yes, you can have it free forever if you want, but you will not have any connection to the actual between our platform and your website. The connection will then have to be made through a Google search, which, if you're running a tour, you will be back in amongst the booking.coms and the TripAdvisor, Expedia, whoever else happens to be doing it, and hoping that people will find you that way or through your own private website. What we're doing with the sponsored ads
mm,
uh, is we're driving people directly to the website of the tour or tour operator.
mm. Right, fantastic. I mean, just a follow-up question on that though. So if
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
is like on the paid plan, does that kind of like push their video to the top of your algorithm?
Yes, yes. Well, we don't have an algorithm. We're not that sophisticated, but certainly, our SEO that we do, the videos tend to be picked up reasonably well. We do work hard at the SEO, to get it up there. And the three different packages give you different levels of SEO, on the platform. But ultimately, Overseas Info, we're pushing Overseas Info as a tourism platform as much as anything. And then if people are paying at the highest level, then we're pushing the actual pages that are on the platform. For example, show you an example. Where are we? City Walks Paris. Okay, this is one of our advertisers, Vox City Walks Paris. Overseas Info
Mm,
will come. That will also come up, and if you do a Google search, we are on the first page of Google with Vox City Walks. Okay, there's other people there with Vox City Walks Paris as well, but our SEO has managed to get us onto the first page. So it becomes, I guess, a bit of a lottery, whether people click on it or don't click on it. But that's the way it works. Uh,
yeah,
but I mean,
that's
again, it's
interesting.
mm, and again, they haven't put videos up; they've only put photos up. And again, it will link through to the website, because it says visit website.
Okay. That's fantastic because I mean it's that shows how much credibility that you've got to work on for Google to even have you on their first page at all.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I think the other
My
one,
other
which I mean, go on.
Yeah, so I was going to ask another question that I'm seeing in the
Yeah.
chat. Someone is asking if a particular business can upload like videos of several experiences.
Say
Okay.
that again. Sorry.
I believe that you've already answered this question. Okay, so someone is asking if one business can upload videos of several experiences. So
Sure.
say that, there's
Absolutely.
a business in India. Yeah,
Uh huh.
okay, fantastic. Someone here
Yeah,
is
we have.
asking how does it work, but I believe you've answered that in the presentation. So maybe if it's the case that
Right. Well,
they will
again, I'll give you an
check you or
example.
like give us.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Mm,
can upload for every title, for example. I'm going to take you through to another page here. Hold on a wee second. Wales outdoors. Okay. Right. This is the company that I was showing you on the on the demonstration. Wales Outdoors is it's a tour company. I mean, they do run various tours throughout the UK. Sorry, throughout Wales. They took the master site. This is just a broad outline, of what they do or what they did. But they've also got something like 8 or 10 specific tours mentioned on the site. Let's see if we can find them quite easily. Wales tours. So I've done the category, the tour, which is tours, Wales, done the search. There we go. Guided tour South Wales Valleys, guided tour the Mumbles, Three Cliffs and Worms. All of these ones that I'm showing you now are all from the same company, not the last one. These six here, six are here, are all from the same company. Now, so they've created new headings, new titles for each one, but to ensure that they get the click through, we actually charge them each one as a separate entity. So they've got 6 tours here. They've been charged 6 different times, for the actual promotion. Because it's very, otherwise, how do you identify one tour to another tour, one experience to another experience? And it's up to you, whether or not you want to collate them all into one. Wales Outdoors, which I just showed you before, was the company, but then they decided to go down the route, of listing some of the different tours that are on there, as a separate one. So, hold on now. This should take me. So it's Amazing Waterfalls with the Brecon Beacons. This should take me through to their website for that particular tour. There we go. Okay. Wales Outdoors. No, it's not found. Okay. Try another one then. There you go. So this is the City Walking Tour, which was on our platform. There you go, which is Explore Cardiff Dark History Walking Tour. I've clicked onto the website or visit website, and it's opened up immediately at the City Walking Tour from their own website. So the guest is not having to flick the guest sees what they like. The guest is then clicking, and immediately they're taken straight to the page on the website. Is to try and make it as quick and easy as possible, because there's nothing worse. For example, let's use an example of Hilton Hotels. It's totally different from tours and operators. Let's assume we had 1,000 hotels mentioned, on the platform here, and I want to go to a hotel, a Hilton hotel in London. Well, I found my Hilton hotel that I want to. If our platform doesn't take people directly to that particular hotel in London on their own booking site, it can only take them to the homepage. Then I've got to do a secondary check or a secondary search, and it's all time. Nobody wants to spend time. Everybody wants instant answers and instant results.
That's true.
So with this one for Wales, they've discovered it on our platform. They've been able to click through. It's taken them straight through. They can now get whatever information, and they can now do the booking directly, on that platform or on their website. And there's nothing.
Thank you so much.
It's not required a Google search. It's not required anything else. There's no third party involvement. It's straight from one to the other to the booking. End of.
Fantastic. And the interesting part is that you don't even get commissions off that. So whatever bookings, whatever they're paying to get that booking, it just goes directly to the business.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I am so against. I mean, I have been all my life. I never ever paid rack rate when I was traveling. I never paid rack rate for a hotel. I was even disgusted. I don't know. I was shocked, I think, when I came into this business, to the level that we have come into it. In my day, if I booked through a travel agent, 25, 30 years ago, the travel agent got 10%. That was what they normally worked on, maybe a bit more, but not massively. But they did something for me. They booked a whole package for me. They booked a hotel. They advised me which hotel to go to. No, there's nothing. Now with the
Mm,
internet, we'll do our own research. We all do our own thing, but somebody's taking
mm,
25%. I'm sorry, I
true.
think for what? Really, 25% for what? What are you giving me?
Mm,
And if you take it, let's say a family holiday nowadays, I don't know which currency people are working on, but let's talk in euros. If a family holiday is costing me at least €5,000, and 25% of that is going to the online tour operator, that's €1,250 of my money just
mm.
because I made a booking through you. Sorry, it's just a lot of money for nothing.
That's true. I mean, and that's an interesting way to look at the OTA system, and that's one of the reasons why I'm interested in what you're booking, what you're building, and the community is also very much interested in it. And I appreciate that you've been around for like 6 years. I'm like, what? So I have another question here. Someone is asking if
Yeah.
there are booking guarantees. I think you also mentioned that in the presentation.
Yeah, I can't offer guarantees. We don't offer guarantees because there's a number of different things which prevent us doing something like this. We can only try and drive people make people aware of what the community is doing, whether it be tours or
Mm,
activities or experiences. We then drive them to that website. I don't know and I can't say
mm,
that the website of the operator works or the booking
mm,
system works. We have
mm,
no idea.
mm,
And
mm,
I'm not being disrespectful here, but I do know that many of the websites are so old fashioned, they're so clunky, uh, they're not clean, smooth, and going through. Yeah, they become very difficult to operate. Uh, it's So no, I can't offer any guarantees. All I can do is we can
mm,
push people to the website. What happens after that is not in our hands,
mm. And,
and I
I
can't
mean, I
even.
totally agree with you.
Hmm?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, uh, we can't even guarantee, that we're going to get people interested in the site or into the particular page. It's what people are looking for. I mean, we do our own, we're very active in LinkedIn, as you know, Esther. We do quite a bit on
Mm,
Facebook. We do a bit on Instagram. We do TikTok. Um, there are a number of other areas which we try to work with as well. Um, I was a great believer, through my business life with PR, is getting people to latch on to the story, to publish it in the newspapers. I'm showing my age here. If newspapers are still around, but there's still no online news facilities as well. It's I can't pretend I'm booking.com. I won't pretend that. Uh, we are moving in the right direction. We're getting a lot of traction on the site. Our numbers are up to 225,000 a month, which apparently is quite good. I'm no expert in these things, but I'm told I'm looking for millions, but I think that's probably a wee bit off yet. But we've grown quite considerably, and most people within the
mm.
industry are now saying if you're getting 225,000 visits to your platform or to your site in a month, that's quite significant.
I agree totally. And what you just said is actually a fact, and it's a testament to what's really happening in the industry. So we have quite a lot of tour operators, smaller ones especially say, "Oh, I want to grow my business, I want to increase my business," but you still have a clunky website. I still can book a director on your website. So yes, that is true. But what we can guarantee is this: that you get more traffic to your tours, and if there's
Hmm.
traffic, you should be good with conversion on the other side. So yes, you definitely get increased booking some way or the other. It's just that you have to optimize it to work well on your end. The last question for today is okay, so I think that there's been some sort of misunderstanding from this person. I think that they think that you are like a video making platform. So they're asking what makes you different from other video makers. Well, you don't make videos, so.
We don't make the videos. All we do is we're the conduit for people to be able to put the videos up on the site. Um,
Mm,
it's like a directory almost. If you want to look at it that way, we've got everything up there. The videos, are produced by there's a number of different ways you can produce the videos. You either engage your professional video company, which will
Mm,
cost you, or you do your own videos. Okay, it's not necessarily professional. They don't have to be professional nowadays. People want natural content. So if you're out on a tour, with some of your guests,
mm,
take some videos, do your own thing. The only thing I would recommend to anybody who wants to do this, have a basic idea of what you want to try and capture during it. So it's not just totally ad hoc.
mm,
Uh, so you kind of create a little story. It's not difficult to put them together. I mean, I'm no video expert, but there's a number of different free apps that you can use to, if you take, let's say, 3 5 second video, another one, you take 10 3 or 3 second videos, you can actually merge them together into one video. And it doesn't take a long time. It's 10 minutes ultimately, to be able to do this. But have some sort of basic idea of what it is that you want to present. Um, and the other most important one, get your guests. If you've got a page on our platform, get your guests to upload their videos onto our platform, because they're the ones, they're
mm,
taking the videos, they're doing it's free advertising for you. You've got your own Esther's been here and she's done, oh, I did this and I went did that, and look at the great time I had. And then other people get to see that.
mm, mm. Fantastic.
And
Thank you so much,
the most
Martin.
important, if I could just finish off, there's two other things. One, if you've got a sponsored ad, and I can't remember which one to show you here. Hold on. If you've got a sponsored ad, if you're paying for a sponsored ad with us, which is one that clicks through to visit the website, all your content will always be at the top of the page. Your guest content will always follow down after. And you can change your own content as often as you want, as much as you want, to account for special offers or seasonal stuff. Um, that's very important. The other thing which you've just introduced, if you can bear with me just for 1 second, I want to show you. Oof. It's not showing it on the website. Hold on. This is also quite important now, because social media is becoming the most important thing, for travel. It's becoming so important. Now, what we've done now is we've created the ability for people to post their own comments, okay, the same way. And I'll use this one here. This is a shopping arcade where I live. Walk through the shopping arcade every evening. There's entertainment and high wire acts and a water show. Uh, somebody else, comment. Somebody's asked, what restaurants are there? Are there any which are particularly good? Somebody else has put, yeah, there's fast food chains and there's a few excellent dining choices. So your own guests can be interacting with past guests to find out what it is that your tour. Did you think this tour was good? What was the highlight of it? Is the host, very hospitable? This is communication which can go on, within our platform as well now. So it's a bit on the brink of social media, but I wouldn't pretend it's anything like, it's not social media itself.
Mm, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today, Martin. So, if we want to reach out to you from the community or just have further questions, how can we connect with you?
You can connect with me through the platform. If you can either email. I'm more than happy to take emails from anybody. Do you want me to write that somewhere? Would that be easier? Or
Okay.
if they
Yeah,
just
you
press
can write it in
contact,
the chat.
yeah,
Or,
office@OverseasInfo, or just press the contact button, which is on the platform. It's all there.
mm,
We've got a phone number, email address. It's all on there.
mm. Thank you so much for
And
joining us, Journey Experts.
not at all. My pleasure. And thank you so much for arranging all this. And I hope it was worth it.
Most definitely. Thank you everyone for joining us. We look forward to answering your questions and getting you onboarded onto the Overseas Info platform. Have a great day. Bye.